when I'm down and ready to surrender, when times are hard and it seems so dark, just knowing each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light glowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. With a heart caught up in doubt and worry, I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear, sorrow within my heart. Still I know, even one as small as I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light glowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. When I'm down and ready to surrender, when times are hard and it seems so dark, just knowing each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light glowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead,
Hello. I think you can hear me now. Good morning, everybody. Mahalo nui for joining us today on December 15th for the end of year purification appreciation ceremony, as well as our December memorial service for those, for not just all of our ancestors, but family and friends who passed away in this month of December. And so, without any further ado, I would like to begin today's service. Chido haire, 4 sincere claps. Please open your prayer book supplement to page 1 for prayer of sincere toritsugi. I am a Konko Kyo believer. I believe in Ikigami Konko Daijin, Tenchi Kane no Kami. I have come today to practice my faith, appreciate and acknowledge the blessings, favors, and interventions of Tenchi Kane no Kami, honor the ancestors, and learn more about the faith of Konko Daijin. As I learn more about the heart of Tenchi Kane no Kami, I nurture the faith of my spiritual family. Thus I boldly confess that my mind is alert, my heart is receptive, and I will never be the same as long as I practice the faith and receive toritsugi. Yami Konko Daijin sama, Tenchi Kane no Kami sama, thank you. Haide, 4 sincere claps. Chido haide, 4 sincere claps. Amatsunorito, page 2 of the prayer book supplement. Takaman no haran ni kamuzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite sumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto tsukushin no yugan no tachibanan no odon no awagi harani misogi harai tamau toki ni aremaseru harai dono o kami tachi moro moro no maga goto tsumi kegare o harai tamai kiyome tamae to mosu koto no yoshi o amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no fuchi koman no mimi furi tatete kikoshimese to かしこみかしこみも申す。 人敬礼 Please bow your heads in prayer. 慎みて、ひがみ金光大臣の御前に間を割く。今より年越を払い、下半期感謝祭、並びに極月の月霊祭を執り行わんとす。教祖金光大臣をはじめ、歴代金光様、副大金光様、金光教大阪教会、道広教会、玉水親教会、サンディエゴ教会、ホノルル教会、キューラーズ教会、安倍野教会、ワヒヤワ教会、各教会、初代教会長、歴代教会長、現教会長の御徳をすがり申し、今日の見祭り使え祭らんとす。これあげ行わん礼儀記憶5日に、愚がみ祭る信奉者もろもろ、おのものもみを正し、心新たにいただかしめたまえと、パントリー次恋ねぎって祭りて、かしこみもまおす。Kigami Konko Daijin, I seek your toritsugi for today's service. Today we conduct the end of year purification appreciation ceremony as well as a December memorial service. As someone without virtue, I seek to receive and cling to the toku of Konko Daijin, the successive Konko Samas, the present Konko Samas, as well as the founding and past head ministers of the Konko churches of Osaka, Michihiro, Tamamizu, San Diego, Honolulu, Razu, Abeno, and Wahiawa for today's service. Today, the believers and I come together with our hearts, bodies, and minds, refreshed, purified, and ready for today's services. Thank you. Now, please raise your heads. Please open your prayer books to page 3 for Kami prayer. The brilliance of heaven, the richness of earth. Reverently we pray. The brilliance of heaven, the richness of earth. Time flows without cease, years pass without end. In heaven and earth is a life that nurtures all. In heaven and earth is a truth that orders all. For this wondrous form, for these wondrous works, let us praise Tenchi Kane no Kami. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings, this is the way. Yet many, not knowing the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortunes. Great is Kami's sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials in this world, but held fast to faith and sincerity. He received Kami's great blessing, began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray. The divine parent's great wish was thus fulfilled. Konko Daijin accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day, he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth. And he knew not the coming of night. By night, he prayed for those who grieved, seeking salvation for all who suffered. And he knew not the dawning of day. Though years passed and the world changed, he did not waver from his task, divine task of mediation. Thus was given the sacred Tenchi Kakitsuke, the guiding principle for our daily life. The divine favor was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way. Through all the hardships of this world, through pain of body and soul. The way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami. Without regards for day or night, whether we are near or far, the way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living unaware of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us. We are fulfilled in Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray. So we earnestly pray. Please bow your heads in prayer. Kakemaku mo kashikoki, tene no kami no o hiromae, higami kongo daijin no wonmae ni, kashikomi mo maosaku, tenchi no mi megumi koto shinae ni,時の流れ、定みなく年、令和6年っていう年も、今日を限りとくれゆかんとす。On the stream and warm morning, here at Congo Church of San Diego, we, your beloved children, have gathered with hearts united in gratitude. Together we humbly express our love, sincerity, and deep appreciation to you for the countless blessings, favors, and divine interventions bestowed upon us throughout 2024. With joy and reverence, we come together for today's end of year purification and appreciation ceremony. We take this moment to offer heartfelt prayers of apology, humbly reflecting on our words, actions, and thoughts. We seek forgiveness for the words we may have spoken and the actions we may have taken that caused pain to others, whether intentionally or unintentionally. We apologize for perceiving things not as they truly are, but as we wish to see them. We apologize for hearing not the truth, but only what we wish to hear. We repent for harboring thoughts of ill will or harm towards others, for sending out negativity that may have wounded them. We humbly ask forgiveness for the words, thoughts, and deeds that may have hurt you. Ikiyami Konko Daijin Tenchi Kane no Kami. We apologize for moments when we fail to acknowledge your kindness, for ignoring your blessings, defiling the sacred world you entrusted to us, or succumbing to negativity and complaint. We bow in repentance for any acts, whether deliberate or unintentional, rooted in elitism, homophobia, racism, xenophobia, transphobia, albinism, ageism, sexism, religious intolerance, classism, or any prejudice that caused harm to another. Wabi mo shagemasu. We humbly pray that you will cleanse us of our negativities and meguri that weigh upon us. With deep remorse, we offer apologies and seek your forgiveness for the meguri of our ancestors. Wabi mo shagemasu. You have taught us that through faith, through our relationship with you, through our devotion, and through the sincere living of our faith, both our ancestors' meguri and the meguri we have accumulated can be melted away. With this understanding and through this sacred opportunity, we commit ourselves to becoming better people, striving to be true reflections of your love and heart. In this time of purification and healing, we pray for renewal as we close this year. We pledge to reform ourselves and to deepen our relationship with you. We vow to care for this church established by the Reverend Norikazu Yukawa. Although the church is housed within the home of the Spies Ohana, we will honor the Hiromae as an extension not only of our parent church, but also of the headquarters Hiromae. With reverence and gratitude, we join our hearts with you, Reverend Yukawa, Mr. and Mrs. Spies, Mrs. Davis, Dr. Miyai, Bando Sensei, Stephanie Tashiro, Joanne Isako Sonoda, the Sakata family, Mr. and Mrs. Clemmings, Mr. Richard Huelchel, and all those who have gone before us. Together, we pray that the San Diego Church will rise like the phoenix, guided by your light and enduring blessings. However, we humbly offer our heartfelt gratitude for the countless blessings, favors, interventions, and protection you have bestowed upon each Ujiko of the San Diego Church, the North San Diego County Gathering, the Chula Vista Kosha, and the surrounding communities. Your blessings extend across San Diego County, Estados Unidos Mexicanos, the states of Arizona, Hawaii, Colorado, Nevada, Oklahoma, and Texas. We are especially grateful for the okage we continue to receive, particularly in these recent times, in matters of our work, health, and the most precious gift of all, life itself. Thank you for the gifts of sight, hearing, sensation, and the freedom to live and grow. Thank you for guiding us to this beautiful faith, born from the faith of Konko Daijin, the source of teachings. With sincere hearts, we express our deep appreciation for the daily goyo of our spiritual patriarch Kyoshu Konko-sama, Reverend Hiromichi Konko. We are profoundly grateful for our parent church, the Konko Church of Tamamizu, its head minister, Reverend Masao Yukawa, and his wife, Reverend Nobue Yukawa. Konko Daijin taught us, Aratamari ga daichi, or, quote, reflection is of the utmost, end quote. With this teaching in our hearts, we humbly ask you to take our hand and guide us, helping us use this sacred opportunity as a time for reflection and renewal in our lives, faith, hearts, and actions. Please grant us the faith to overcome the hardships of today and tomorrow, and the courage to contribute meaningfully to your work in creating a world of love, harmony, and prosperity. We implore you to use us as your instruments of peace, enabling us to make an impact, big or small, on our communities, cities, counties, and countries. Guide our hearts and actions so that we may embody love, kindness, generosity, and compassion. Where there is hatred, let us sow love. Where there is injury, let us offer forgiveness. Where there is discord, let us build peace. As this year draws to a close, we reflect on what has been a long and challenging year for many. We are reminded of the teaching of the third Konko-sama Nan wa Mikage, where, quote, hardship is Kami's favor, end quote. Help us to see the blessings within the trials we have faced and the tears we may have shed. It is our prayer that these tears, like seeds, will grow into beautiful harvests of faith, joy, health, and prosperity in the year to come. As we prepare to enter a new year in 17 days, we humbly pray that the San Diego Church will continue to nurture and give birth to true believers, individuals who wholeheartedly acknowledge and appreciate your blessings and favors, carers for respects and the sanctity and virtue of the respective Hiromae, receive okage, toku, shintoku, and nintoku, and live abundant, fulfilling lives. 極み金光大臣御広前の神秀をみにも家にもいただき祭りて神未徳の中に生かされて生きる今日の命を大切に療養社会生活の上に家庭生活の上にこの新人を進め神に恵みに生かされる喜びにも新たに令和7年の新種を迎え、締めたまえと、かしこみもまおす。Please continue to guide and support us in becoming a church that spreads your teachings, heals the wounded, prays fervently for our communities, and builds bridges to connect with those we are called to serve. We humbly ask for your divine guidance, so when you deem us truly ready and deserving, we may be blessed with the new church property. We entrust this vision to you and ask that you lead the way with the spirit of Yukawa Sensei, rebuilding the church that the late Reverend Norikazu Yukawa lovingly established. May this new church stand as a testament to your glory, independent and steadfast, a beacon of faith and devotion. We, the San Diego Church Ohana, cling to you with unwavering trust, knowing that in your time, your church, a home, sanctuary of hope, love, virtue, and safety, will be rebuilt. With this, I humbly conclude this prayer. We sincerely pray that the blessings and favors of today's service may be granted to all who are gathered here, as well as those who could not be with us. Me, ke aloha po me hana. Mahalo anuie. Our beloved Ikemi Konko Daiji. Tenchi Kane no Kami. Now, please raise your heads. Cho Tomoni Haire, 4 sincere claps along with the head officiant. Please open your prayer supplement books to page 3 for prayer for grace. prayer for grace. Kami-sama, give me grace for this day, not for a lifetime, nor next year, next month, next week, or tomorrow. Yes, give me grace just for this day. Direct my work and bless it. Advise me in the things I say and give them blessings too. Direct and bless everything that I think, do, and speak, so that for this one day, I have the gift of grace that comes from your presence. Kami-sama, just this one day, let me live generously and kindly in a state of grace and goodness that makes me a little bit like you. Please bow your heads in prayer. 今しもこれの広前に毎日をがめる信奉者、男皆もろもろ気を示せと申す。我が親神の目での自己とある。今し信奉者もろもろが身にも心にもゆくりなくも過ちを犯しけん罪汚れのあらんのは年越しの大払いに残る罪はらじと払いたまい清めたもこともろもろ気を示せと申す。This morning, you, those who believe, are here in person or online. You, the precious children of Kami, and those who love our beloved Tenchi Kane no Kami. Through this great purification and through your efforts and faith, today we rid ourselves in body, spirit, and mind of the known and unknown, the seen and unforeseen, indiscretions and offenses, pain and suffering, sins and maliciousness, impurities and negativities, diseases and discomforts that have become a part of our lives. With each wave, we are purified and cleansed as we are reborn and given a new opportunity in our faith life in preparation for the new year of 2025, the year of the snake. Know that every one of us will be in the purest state of mind as we are favored, blessed, and protected by the great love, virtue, and energy of Tenchi Kane no Kami. Now, please raise your heads. Please open your prayer books to page 29 for Shintoku Sanji. 하오기 마츠레바 텐타카쿠 하오기 마츠레바 텐타카쿠 오로가미 마츠레바 지와츠시 카미노 메구미니 이카사르르미노 사이와이조 아리가타키와가 이키가미노 온토리 쓰기 히토 힘모 가쿠르 토키노 나쿠 텐치 노 카미 노 원만모리 도우기지 가히 노 헤다테 나시 강이 츠쿠시미와 요로즈요니 야마네 구미치테 하테시나 그 강하카라이와 그스시 그때 히토노 오모이조 오요바자르 와레라 공개츠 곤니치 이야비 마츠리테 이타스라니 감미노미 가게wo 타타에 마츠랑 감미노 히레이요 아호기 마츠랑 Chido Haire, 4 sincere claps. Chido Haire, 4 sincere claps. Please open your prayer books to page 11 for prayer to the departed souls. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you were given the gift of life in this vast and endless universe. You discharge your duties faithfully, each according to your span of years. You will be remembered eternally, your lives retold from generation to generation, honored as a foundation of our society and the roots of our families. We revere you as the ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you, stand by us each and every one. Receive the favor of Kami and help us to fulfill our tasks as people without failing. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we hand it down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity in our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. 一度受け入れ、please bow your heads in prayer. 岩幕も尊き、教祖金光大臣がお生まれ、さてくだされ。We honor and appreciate the parents who gave birth and raised the source of teachings. 神取十平君の御霊の神。神取下姫の御霊の神。川手久米次郎の御霊の神。川手岩の御霊の神。神取家、川手家、西本家、赤沢家、厚言で申し上げた。仰がれたもあなとと、道の形けなさを、お道案内に表したまい。なにわの里に舞い登りて、人を助けておのが助かるの道。人を喜べば神喜びたもとごように、神明を捧げ尽くしたまいぬ。本校教大阪教会初代、白神や広間道分けの御事の御霊の神、二大教会と白神道置き、いや高根の君の御霊の神、本校教道広教会初代、稲垣貞七、三牛豊置牛の御霊の神、これのご霊連に御心も麗しく静まります。本校教サンフランシスコ教会三大教会長、松井文雄牛の御霊の神、三大教会長夫人松井文子姫の御霊の神、本校教玉水教会初代、湯川安太郎三牛道照三柱牛の御霊の神、初代夫人湯川秀興たらし道照姫の御霊の神、大教会長湯川茂牛の御霊の神、大教会長夫人湯川文雄姫の御霊の神、三大教会長湯川康夫牛の御霊の神、三大教会長夫人湯川真理子姫の御霊の神、本校教銀座教会初代湯川誠一牛の御霊の神、初代夫人湯川津屋姫の御霊の神、大教会長湯川信直牛の御霊の神、大教会長夫人湯川千代姫の御霊の神、ありがとう。これのそれ伝のくつみどこに、御心も麗しく静まります。本校教三霊語教会初代、湯川のりかずしの御霊の神、最前祭、シーラ・メリー・チャッメンの御霊の神、ありがとうございます。湯川家、土井家、牧野家、高橋家、ハン家、チャッメン家、デネス家、ピティッツ家、ブスケ家、ビビンズ家、中尾家、八田家、渋谷家、今岡家の先祖代々の御霊の神、ありがとう。秀島力松の御霊の神、秀島や掃除姫の御霊の神、秀島無名の御霊の神、大坪亀吉牛の御霊の神、石渡春子姫の御霊の神、後藤勲牛の御霊の神、後藤智代姫の御霊の神、武田貞子姫の御霊の神、岩崎さ姫の御霊の神、岩佐道弘牛の御霊の神、小沼正幸牛の御霊の神、小沼菊江姫の御霊の神、京子ドルティ大戸寺の御霊の神、高橋春子マーガレット姫の御霊の神、奥野正一牛の御霊の神、高橋光子姫の御霊の神、長井牧雄牛の御霊の神、長井吉江庵の御霊の神、公家徳郎牛の御霊の神、石松梅子姫の御霊の神、清水幸喜彦の御霊の神、大場愛子姫の御霊の神、大場正則牛の御霊の神、坂井春子姫の御霊の神、坂井和子姫の御霊の神、坂井光信牛の御霊の神、伊藤幸姫の御霊の神、高田玉姫の御霊の神、高橋須磨子姫の御霊の神、吉高龍右衛門牛の御霊の神、牛尾広直牛の御霊の神、ありがとうございます。八重家、スピースファミリー、奇数家、パリアファミリー、ココスカファミリー、八郎家、道千尋の家の御霊の神、服部家、神林家、若林家、ミークファミリー、地月家、佐藤家、石川家、谷本家、ドランファミリー、フィンリーファミリー、野添家、フランクファミリー、浅野家、ジュイレディファミリー、須藤家、井ノ口家、月家、長島家、デイビスファミリー、オブラインファミリー、デルウェイファミリー、上家、牧野家、園田家、メイファミリー、田中京信の家の御霊の神、田中義雄の家の御霊の神、山本喜八の家の御霊の神、大本家、塩家、 坂東光弘の家の御霊の神、谷口好みの家の御霊の神、Vlastakis family、河野家、飯森家、Calhoun family、藤本家、東和子の家の御霊の神、森家、Quelchel family、Cummings family、Heck family、Horseman family、Isaacs family、浜川家、Morris family、Oler family、Sahara家、Sakata家、Zumwalt family、Riddlesberger family、Evans family、Kawasaki家、Hollingsworth family、瀬川家、浦田家、Brown family、Napa family、Joe family、松井家、松野家、ガアン family、福田家、岡崎家、ロペス family、ゴームス family、ハンフェルド family、菅原家、横塚家、ギルモア family、ビストル family、ディアズ family、フロレス family、ブリオネス family、ブイ family、レンジェンダーフォー family、プリビット family、バクター family、ブラック family、小屋家、永田家、沖本家、玉井家、岡家、山城家、高橋家、長川家、宮本家、岩下家、板家、グリーンハウスファミリー、青野家、山城家、森里家、羽生家、森本家、小垣家、ビートルファミリー、クレアファミリー、エビファミリー、ミードファミリー、オットンファミリー、石川家、テイトムファミリー、ワン系の統治、親よよの親たちからやから、もろもろの御霊の神たちに、つく御礼申し上げ、立て祭ります。ありがとう。高家、中山家、新山家、西井家、西川家、武田家、立野家、富増家、井川家、光家、藤本家、木川家、松本家、佐伯家、田中家、オフェロファミリー、アイビーファミリー、サンチェスファミリー、レンデロスファミリー、クエリファミリー、ファンファミリー、ピンファミリー、オータファミリー、リムファミリー、綾部家、ブラウンファミリー、クラウスファミリー、深川家、古谷家、ホーンファミリー、井上家、唐川家、ケントファミリー、ランファミリー、宮川家、森脇家、中津家、岡崎家、大村家、杉本家、高見家、谷口家、梅本家、浦田家、渡家、渡辺家、山本家、山内家、安武家、ボヤジュファミリー、キングファミリー、スペンサーファミリー、クイーンズファミリーの統治、親よよの親たちからやから、もろもろの御霊の神たちに、厚婚礼申し上げ、立て祭ります。ありがとうございます。教派新都金光教サンディエゴ教会、金光教北サンディエゴカウンティ集会、金光教チュラビスタ校舎、金光教ウィッタローズル教会に関係にあるもろもろの家の先祖代々の御霊の神、ウェンウェン、もろもろの御霊の神に、御礼申し上げ、立て祭ります。これの御霊屋に静まります。御用の御親たちの御霊の神の御前に、かしこみも間を咲く。On behalf of the Ujiko, the San Diego, and Whittier Rose Hills churches, and those living in Japan, Estados Unidos Mexicanos, San Diego County, San Bernardino County, Los Angeles County, the states of Arizona, Colorado, Hawaii, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, Oklahoma, and Texas, I offer the following prayer. This morning we remember and honor the following mitama who passed away in the month of December. 二代金光様、金光詩人、つやゆきの君の御霊の神、The second 金光様、詩人金光。教祖様、四男、金光大臣、王子立分の御事の御霊の神、金光大臣 fourth son、萩尾金光。金光教サンフランシスコ教会初代、福田義明君の御霊の神、San Francisco Church Founding Minister Reverend 義明福田。金光教ワヒアワ教会初代、高橋春子マーガレット姫の御霊の神、ワヒワ Church Founding Minister Reverend 春子マーガレット高橋。五代金光様三男、金光秋信大井つ子の御霊の神、The fifth 金光様's third son, the present 金光様's youngest brother, Reverend 秋信金光、Nancy Ann Meek Nay Byers の御霊の神、Edward 秋典松井の御霊の神、William H. Meek の御霊の神、Thomas Nelson Bevins の御霊の神、ハブ、虎吉、いつの御霊の神、虎吉ハブ、and Tig no Mitama no Kami, Doris Edwina Zumwalt no Mitama no Kami, Robert Lowell Gilmore no Mitama no Kami, Norman Tanaka no Mitama no Kami, Laverne Spies Hakshi Hime no Mitama no Kami, Frances Lorraine Clemmings no Mitama no Kami, Betty White no Mitama no Kami, Chief Hospital Corpsman Leo Raphael O'Brien no Mitama no Kami, Barbara Walters no Mitama no Kami, Pope Benedict XVI no Mitama no Kami, Robert Cole Sutton no Mitama no Kami, Ronald Dean Brown no Mitama no Kami, Siitia Crichton no Mitama no Kami, Corman Fairbrook no Mitama no Kami, Fumio Gomi no Mitama no Kami, Masako Igawa Teruwa Hime no Mitama no Kami, Igawa Sakiko Tsuyukawaku Go no Mitama no Kami, Lang Tomi no Toji no Mitama no Kami, Miyagawa Kyoshi no Mitama no Kami, Urata Bert Manabu Kami, Nakabashi Kyo no Mitama no Kami, Yoshida Kenji no Mitama no Kami. Today, the San Diego and Whittier Rose Hills Church Ohana have gathered today to offer our hearts and appreciation to all of you for everything you have done for each of us, society, and the world. We thank you for continuing to be in and a part of our lives. We offer special appreciation to the following Mitama who are celebrating honorary years in the month of December. Kyoso Sama Yonnan Konko Daijin Oji Tatewake no Mikoto no Mitama no Kami, Konko Daijin's fourth son, Hagyo Konko, 105 years. Doris Edwina Zumot no Mitama no Kami, 25 years. Norman Tanaka no Mitama no Kami, 15 years. Robert Cole Sutton no Mitama no Kami, 1 year. Ronald Dean Brown no Mitama no Kami, 1 year. Siitia Crichton no Mitama no Kami, 10 days. To all the Mitama called forth this morning, we express our gratitude for your constant vigilance, guidance, and protection. Mahalo nui for enveloping us each day with your love and benevolence. We acknowledge that there are moments when you feel inclined to give us a gentle tap on the back of our heads, or indulge in an eye-rolling pondering, are these kids for real? You've got to be joking. We apologize for those instances when our actions baffle you. Your enduring love, patience, and comprehension are deeply cherished and valued. Please continue to embrace us with your love, understanding, and virtue. We implore you to help and support us to never give up in regards to the challenges of life. Guide us to turn our hearts to and trust in Kami. Please walk with us and guide us to have a heart that embraces all peoples regardless of race, nationality, size, sexual orientation, gender expression, age, occupation, etc. We ask that you please guide your descendants, the church, to learn more about our teachings of love and humanity. We call out to the departed souls whose lives are torn by the ravages of war, such as that which are going on in the Ukraine and Russia, Palestine and Israel, Yemen and Iran, the cruel grips of natural calamities, the dark shadows of crime. With heartfelt sincerity, we extend our prayers and love to you for the sorrowful circumstances that untimely severed your earthly ties. Your spirits find solace and restoration, embracing the balm of peace and the salve of forgiveness for those who wrought such grievous deeds. Our fervent plea, in union with Tenchi Kane, is for your gentle touch to soothe the wounds of the afflicted, to console shattered hearts, and to guide bereaved families towards serenity. Together, let us weave a tapestry not of mere acceptance and tolerance, but one imbued with the profound essence of love. Let our collective endeavor create a sanctuary where tragedies and wars find no foothold, where the radiance of compassion illuminates every corner of existence. To all gathered here today, we offer our heartful thanks. We recognize that these mere words can never truly encapsulate the depth of appreciation we hold for the immeasurable gifts you have given us. shaping us into the individuals we are today and guiding us to the paths we tread. Mahalo piha from the depths of our souls. May all mitama walk together in joy and gratitude with their descendants, united in faith and love. As this prayer gracefully draws to a close, we beseech that all revered mitama of this month, along with the kin of those summoned forth, graciously accept our prayers, hearts, and humble offerings. May you perpetually bestow upon us your boundless love, virtues, and supplications. May your gentle guidance, protective embrace, and enriching influence grace our lives with each passing day. Me ke aloha pomehana, mahalo anuye, our beloved mitama no kami. Now, please raise your heads. Chiro tomoni haire, 4 sincere claps along with the head officiant. Oh, sorry. Please open your prayer book supplements to page 4 for Yukawa Umashi Michiterumi Hashiraushi Haishi. Appreciation prayer to the founder of the Tamamizu Church. Haware hawoku mo shita wa shiki yukawa no ushi haya. Haware hawoku mo shita wa shiki yukawa no ushi haya. Haware shinobu mo natsukashiki umashi michiterumi shiraushi haya. Waka no furawa no kiyoki fukaki mi kokoro mochite. 神よい山い道を尊び、何は家の広き遠き身思い持ちて、世を我み人を救いて、道の見光をわんまかがし、教えの恵みを国かがし、人の世のもとつ道を極め尽くし、神と人と一つなることわりを、まさやかに教えまつぶさに示したまいし、 大き高きみいさおをとうとみ祭りやび祭らくをめぐしときこし橋とみそなわして道の行く手をわんまつひのいやとに守り教えの子らが行く末を照る月のいやひろに恵みたまえとかしこみも申す。Please open your prayer books to page 36, verse 1030. 今世のおいやは、我が家の神、我が神と心尽くしていつき祭らんな。心尽くしていつき祭らんな。尊きみをやん。神たちよ、海の子のために家の柱を沈めたて、たまい初子のためにこのなりわいを守り助けたまい、隔離をの見えぬ境にましませども、右尽くしみのみ心は映しよに、変わらせたまわず先見たまのま先、先は言えたまい、くしみたまのくしびに恵みたまいて、志は薪の柱の動きなくなりは岩結ぶつなめのゆびなく真心清らに励みつとめしめたまいうからやかやわらぎやいて日にけにうらやすく楽しましめたまいついに移し世のことを得て神の御門に参らん時には必ずしも迎え取りたまい右尽くしみをこむらしめたまわんものと神の実りの絶えなるをかしこみかたじけなみみ親の恵みのおぼろげならぬを嬉しみ喜び申すことを見心も涼やかにひこしめしたまえと申す。花くしびのみ親の御霊。花くしびのみ親の御霊。花とうとのみ親の神。花とうとのみ親の神。一度拝礼 for sincere claps. ありがとうございます。ありがとう。一度拝礼 for sincere claps. ありがとうございます。全帳簿廃止 page 5 of the prayer book supplement. 玉出すきかけて祈らないよ世の親の御親の神の支配よ。玉出すきかけて祈らないよ世の親の御親の神の支配よ。一杯で four sincere claps. Shido four sincere claps. Please open your prayer books to page 6 for the recitation of the Tenchi Kakitsuke. ひがみ金光大臣天地金の神一心に願え。ひがみ金光大臣天地金の神一心に願え。おかげは我が心にあり。おかげは我が心にあり。今月今日で頼め。今月今日で頼め。Pray sincerely with all your heart. Be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within. Hearts grateful and caring. Harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever. On this very day, pray. Oración de Tenchi Kakitsuke, page 6 of the prayer book supplement. A través de Kiami Konko Daijin, Moria Tenchi Kane no Kami, con todo el corazón. A través de Kiami Konko Daijin, Moria Tenchi Kane no Kami, con todo el corazón. La gracia divina depende del corazón de cada uno. La gracia divina depende del corazón de cada uno. Ore ahora en este momento. Ore ahora en este momento. Haide, 4 sincere claps. Thank you all for joining us today for our end of year purification appreciation ceremony, as well as our December monthly service. Today, just like we did at the mid-year service, I'd like to continue that process of reflection because I think it's so important. So for those of you who are watching online or with us online, if you were watching on something else other than there's a thing called YouTube, you want to go to YouTube. In the YouTube descriptions, if you go down, there's a section that says a link to the worksheet that we're using. If you don't want to use that worksheet, please feel free to go into the survey, and the survey has the exact same questions that the worksheet will have. So, let's see. So today, just as we did 6 months ago, I really want to focus on this idea of purification appreciation. And when we talk about purification, what's so interesting was last night during the Tamamizu Church's service last night, Moya Sensei was talking about just the importance of realizing our roots and our foundations, and that we have a tendency to forget. And he brought up the story of the second Konko-sama, And how the second Konko-sama, at midnight, he never felt that he was doing his goyo alone. That at midnight, the stroke of midnight, his father, Konko Daijin, would come out and would pray on his behalf so that he can go to sleep. You know, and then Reverend Kyoji Konko in a sermon, I wish I had there's no link to his speech. I would really love to hear his speech that he gave in Sakyushu. But he said the exact same thing, that his father always, which is the fifth Konko-sama, would feel that the fourth Konko-sama, the third Konko-sama, second Konko, and Konko Daijin would be, when he left, he truly felt that their spirits would take over after him. Their spirits would sit at the okekkai. Their spirits would pray while he went back to his parsonage. So that root and that foundation was very important. And even Oya-sensei said, it took him to hear this story of Shijin-sama and to hear it again with Kyoji-sensei, for him to realize there are times that he does feel like his grandfather is behind him, and his father is behind him, and his great-grandfather is behind him when he's praying or when he's sitting at the okekkai. I truly believe it's one of the reasons why in front of this altar here, I never want to forget our roots, but at the same time, I don't want to forget where I came from as well. And so when I asked to receive the toku of these ministers, it's because I really have no toku, I have no virtue at all. When I offer the gokinencho to the altar at the kosha, I always invoke their names to please pray on my behalf, because I'm someone without any virtue. I have nothing. But Oya Sensei also told us in that sermon yesterday to reflect. So important, because we're getting close to the end of the new year, the end of the 2024. But we need to reflect on why we need to be grateful. We need to reflect on what have we done. What thoughts and emotions and feelings do we have that may have been positive or negative? Things that we should begin to think about apologizing for and asking for the new year. It's interesting because he spoke about, well, he didn't speak about, but I kind of thought it was interesting that he made that little connection. What are things we need to be grateful for and apologize for that we can begin to look at towards next year? That was such a powerful thing that he said. What is it that we should be grateful for today in regards to 2024? Things we need to apologize for 2024, in order that we can ask Kami-sama to prepare us, to help us with in 2025. And so when we do this activity today, I want to take it bit by bit by bit. And I'm going to join all of you in this as well. Because I think and I promise I didn't do it. I did it early last year. In June. I didn't do it this time. I wanted to do it with all of you because I wanted my feelings to be raw. I wanted just as the feelings of those who wrote the June apology appreciation request were raw, especially Richard. Richard was someone who truly touched my heart. I mentioned this before. His dear friend Judy, I'm quoting her, so don't think I'm making this up. I'm quoting her. Judy, when she shared with everyone about the passing of Richard, she said, he was a good friend, but at times an ass. And I completely agree with her. But he was someone who struggled with becoming a better person. And if you read his Facebook postings, like, you saw it. You saw him doing his best. And then, of course, we're all human. I'm human too. He would post something a little dumb, and then he'd get knocked out of Facebook or something. But he acknowledged it. And in his June, his mid-year apology appreciation request form, he was so honest. I don't know how many of you heard this story from him, but this is something he would often share. When I first met him, he would say, "Oh, I would often tease my mom. I didn't care if she got mad. She knows it's a joke. Oh, I didn't mean to hurt her. She knows that." And he made those comments in the very beginning. In the very end, he said, I don't know if he knew his time was coming to a close. I don't know if it was because of his body, but he would make comments to me saying, I really miss my mom. I know I really wish I never did those things to her. I wish I had the opportunity while she was alive to apologize to her for all those things, all those pranks, all these things that I thought did not hurt her. I wish I could apologize to her in person. In his own mid-year apology appreciation and request form, he mentioned those things. He mentioned how he knew he hurt people with words, and he apologized for those things. He asked, I want to be a better person. And which shocked me, but although he was in that movement towards it, even with his disabilities, he wanted to be useful. He wanted to give back to society, which he was. He was actually tutoring students. He was actually tutoring students. And I give him a lot of credit. I mean, human beings, especially Americans, we don't like to apologize. We don't like to reflect on those things and apologize. And that was so powerful. Like literally, as I read the each form, I was in tears because just the heart of every person who was sincere, who truly reflected, just touched me. So today we're going to do just that. So if you were able to get this form, please get the form. If you weren't able to download it while I was talking, please feel free to go to the forms. If you go into the forms, at the very bottom, please make sure you put your name in there. I need your name. At the very bottom are 3 questions that deal with these 3 things. So please note, even though because I have to cut things short, I'm going to give us 2 minutes for each section. You at home, take your time. You here, after the 2 minutes, we'll move to the next section. And then at the end of it, if you feel you still you have more to write, please continue to write more. Please continue to write more. And again, I'm joining you this time. I did not prepare it ahead of time. I'm joining you this time. So here you go. I hope the wax is off. Check to make sure the wax is off. All right. So the first part of this is the apology. So I really would like for all of us to just contemplate, to take a minute to think about this section. What is it that I should apologize for? Is there anything that I've done or said um, to another person, to my ancestors, or maybe I didn't do something good enough, or at work maybe I slacked off. I don't know. I really want you to reflect on this for about a minute and then try to write at least 8 things. Try to write 8 things, okay? And remember, even though we're finished with this, you'll have the opportunity after the service to continue this. So let's begin. The apology first. All right. So that is the 3 minutes. So, and again, at the end, you can please feel free to continue writing at the very end of today's service. Because I only got to four. So, but I was just starting on my fifth one. Like, all right. So the next one is appreciation. And, really reflect. I want all of you to reflect on just amazing blessings, favors, interventions that you receive throughout 2024. Maybe it's things that we take for granted. Maybe it's something that you don't notice. But please, um, I would really love to read what all of you have to share. And again, this is all going in the Gokinensho, which will go to Kami-sama as well. So again, please reflect on that and start writing. Our time begins now. All right. I don't know about you. I only got to six. And that's because I just kept writing and writing, writing. And if you're writing in detail, that's wonderful. I'm so grateful for all of you writing in detail. This last part, I don't doubt you guys can go up to 5 million with the request, but here's where I want to reflect on what Masao Oya Sensei had said, to think about what we need to ask for. Look, reflecting on our apologies and appreciation, what we can use that as a basis to prepare and help us in 2025. So please consider that. Please think about that, because I think that's very important. Something I've never thought about using, but I think it's very important. So let's take this time to again reflect and then write. Reflect and then write. That our time begins now. So so that it does it just concludes our time. Doesn't mean you're finished because I know I have a lot more to that I need to include. Um, so for those of you online who were able to work on this, download the form. If you want to, please feel free to take a picture of it and email it to me, scan it, take a picture of it, and send it to me. I would love for to receive that. If you want to use the online form, please feel free to use the online form through the forms through forms. That way, I'll get that information. I can include that into the Gokinench or the prayer notebook. But I really want to, as this is the last service for the church here, for the Verley Court Hiromai, thank you all so much for your continued prayers, your aloha that you continue to shower upon all of us. I'm sure everyone in this room in this Hiromai is also very grateful for that. And we ask that you please take good care of yourselves. This week, Wednesday, will be the Chula Vista Kosha's very last service for 2024 as well. So if you wish to join us, please feel free to join us. The link will also be provided into the Facebook page as well. But thank you all very much for joining us. Please do take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. We look forward to seeing you on January 1st of 2025. I won't say 2024, but 2025. Um, please join us on that date. If you wish to join us in person, please join us in person or online. We look forward to just seeing your beautiful faces. So with that, I will end right here and thank you all very much. Please take care. Please stay safe. Anyone want to say goodbye? Everyone's quiet. I don't know if they can hear you. I only have this. So thank you all very much. And again, please if you're participating, there's one in the Google Forms, or you can do the one, the link. There's a link inside the description of the YouTube so that you can get a link for the PDF file for what we were using today.